What's up, millionaires? It's your boy Millionaire E coming at you with the movie review. Now, the movie we're going to be talking about today is Thunderbolts. And if it's so dark, I just got back from watching the movie. So, in watching the movie, before we get started, spoiler alert for anyone's not seen the video yet. Don't want to spoil it for you. There's going to be some spoilers. And also, before we get started, just to kind of give you all a brief, the Thunderbolts is about these ragtag team of Yelena, Red Guardian, Bucky Barnes, Ghost, and John Walker. Now, to give you where those characters appeared in, because you might be like, who are these characters? If you've been up to date with Marvel, Yelena and Red Guardian are from the Black Widow movie. Yelena is Black Widow's sister, basically. John Walker is from the Captain America. It's Falcon and the Winter Soldier series. And he is basically like the fill-in Captain America, even though there can only be one Captain America, if you know what I'm saying. Ghost, she appeared in basically, it's not Ant-Man Quantumania, it's Ant-Man and the Wasp. And then of course y'all know Bucky Barnes, of course. So this movie it's an interesting movie. It's a group of assassins who are trying to work together, or it's a team who are trying to fight this evil, basically. And watching the movie, I've got some good things and some things I didn't like about it. Now, the good things I say about it is I loved the character dynamic. At the first parts of the movie, they were acting like, of course, they hated each other. So they were cussing at each other, roasting each other. It was funny. It was really funny. Although I will say, even though, the person I was, one of my sister, she was like, he's always like that. I was just like, John Walker seemed way too aggressive with like everybody. It was just really weird. Homie was like, ugh, if you don't tell me why you are here, I'm going to beat you up. And I'm like, bro, shut up. Like, bro, chill. But I love the dynamic between them. They're really good. The fight scenes were so good. And also, spoiler alert, I'm gonna spoil it a little bit. I'm gonna be making some major spoilers. But one of the scenes of the fight, I was like, dang. Well, I didn't say dang, but it was so disrespectful. And I think that this scene was in the trailer, but I'm like, when the Thunderbolts were trying to fight Sentry, like Sentry is beating the crap out of them all. Like he's washing them. And Bucky gets back up and tries to fight. This man Sentry takes Bucky's robotic arm and literally smacks him with it. Like hard smacks him with it. Just basically. And I was like, oh my God. Just like, wow. Like it was just disrespectful. I was like, dang. Because I'm like, wow. It had them running with the tail between their legs. So I was like, the fight scenes were really good. Like I said, the fight scenes, the characters, I really love the characters. They were really funny. There was even one scene that I thought was really funny. I love when they put like the most randomest music in the most serious of times. So it's like where I think it's Red Guardian, Yelena, John Walker, and Ghost are driving in this limo, and the army's running behind them. And Red Guardian's like, oh, let me put the bulletproof windows on. Flips a switch and Pony comes on. And if you don't know what that song is, it goes, let's do it, ride my pony. I was like, it's funny because it's like this serious scene and then this sexual song comes on in the back. And it's funny. It was funny. Now, getting into some of the things that I was kind of like, I really didn't like it, was the character Sentry. So, I'm going to give you major spoilers, of course. But Sentry, I don't know what Sentry's powers are. I'm going to give y'all kind of, it may seem like I'm going on a tangent, but the only one instance that I have known about Sentry was a long time ago when I believe Superhero Squad Online was still a thing. I remember where basically I'd forget my password and I'd try to log back in or make another account. And when I did that, you get a different character because it's a roulette wheel basically that spins, and then you get the Falcon, or hey, you get Spider-Man. But I ended up getting the Sentry, and he was kind of goofy in the Superhero Squad way. That's the only instance I've known about this character. And in this movie, I'm like, even I was hearing about them too. The people that I was with was talking. I don't really understand his powers because I thought he was more like Hyperion, and I think of Hyperion as Superman, kind of, because Hyperion's got like, he's from a different planet. He's got like invulnerability, strength, laser eyes, and Sentry in instance is kind of like that. Like in the movie, he had like, his skin was tough, he was invulnerable, he was fast. He didn't have laser vision, but his eyes could heat up stuff, which was interesting. And he was like super strength. But what really kind of confused me, and maybe they were just like, well, you have to read the comics to find this character out, but it's like, how did this character get these powers? Because they were just like, what they said is, oh, here's this guy, and we did these tests of the Sentry Project on him, and he has all these powers. And then we get to like the main part where he's like the main antagonist of the movie, and he starts doing things that is like, that's like how, what power in science did you get that? Because I'm gonna just go off and just basically says he started putting people in shame rooms, and that goes into a thing that actually I didn't even tell you I liked it. Because before I continue, one of the things also in the movie is I love the things that deal with the mind. Either like going into a room and the door is on a wall, and it's like, it's hard to explain. It's almost like reality is flipped. And that's how in this movie, that's one of the things that they did. I really liked that because it was really cool. Because basically, of course, the character, Yelena, she walks into this void and she's being replayed in her memories. And every single time she escaped, she went into another one of her cursed memories, or one of her memories that caused her strain. But it was like she fell from a roof. So it was like it shifted the I wouldn't say the gravity, but reality shifted almost. So when she fell down on the table, she looked back up and she saw the memory that she was just in, but it was almost like upward. It's hard to explain. But as I was saying, getting back into the thing that I didn't like, I was like, he was putting people in like rooms and that had people like that were being shamed for their worst sins almost. Or like things that they did in the past just being replayed in their minds. And I'm like, how did he get this power in just a science? Because it was really interesting. But then it left me more confused, kind of thinking about it now, is the way they did his powers. Like, I'm like, okay, is he gonna become like, is he gonna get stronger? Because the way they did him is, he can use his powers, but the only thing is when he uses his powers, he's more susceptible to this void character inside him. Meaning he's a liability to the good guys. Initially, it's like Hulk, but worse. If you were to have Hulk being, in Bruce Banner, Bruce Banner in his like right mind thinking, and then he turns into the Hulk, who's like this uncontrollable rage beast. And you think about it and you're like, okay, should we have this man be having his powers like that or anything? So it's like I'm like, okay, I don't know how they're gonna do that because he's a liability though. And another thing, like the one thing that I really didn't like is being, of course, I love like Marvel and stuff. I don't read a lot of comics. I read like Spider-Man and stuff and all that. The name Thunderbolts, I feel like it's a problem because it's like, and I understand, I think like when the trailer first came out for that name, I know a lot of people were like, wait, excuse me, what? Thunderbolts. Because if you don't know, in Marvel's Earth, I think it's either Earth, well no, Marvel's Avengers Assemble. And I do know that the Thunderbolts are in the comics as well, but Marvel's Avengers Assemble, that's where I saw the Thunderbolts. And how I learned the Thunderbolts basically are a team of villains. You have Banshee, Goliath, Zemo, and a couple of other guys that I don't remember who were dressing up as heroes to get back at like the Avengers. In this movie, you got a bunch of assassins and I'm gonna just say Captain America copy initially. So I'm like, and then at the end, they weren't even called Thunderbolts anymore. I'm not gonna spoil that, but they were called something else. So I'm like, what was the point of bringing that Thunderbolts name? Because if you try to add the actual Thunderbolts, that's gonna be confusing. So like I said, the fight scenes are fine. The mind scenes were really cool too. And the banter between the characters. And also, I forgot one thing which was really funny. It's really funny, but then it's also like, well, dang, wasted a character. But I don't know if y'all knew, but if y'all were watching the trailer a couple of times, there was a character that was teased with this team. And I think during the last trailer, when they showed that trailer, I know that a lot of people were like, hey, one of the characters is missing. I wonder what happened to them. Now, I'm not going to tell you where it happened exactly, but I do feel that it was funny, but it was like, oh wow, just wow. And another thing, like I said, it's kind of sweet and sour moment is because this character, I feel like is wasted now. They can't do anything with this character anymore. And this characters are really, from what I've heard, in again, most of the characters I've seen are like in TV shows, but this character in TV shows is a really well versed character. But yet they got murdered. So yeah, like I said, the movie it's a decent movie. I would say it is a little, well, not really a little, but it's a lot violent. It's got some hard hitting things in it. But I'm excited to see. I will say, it's I would encourage y'all to check it out, and if y'all seen it, tell me what you thought about it. And y'all, I'm super excited. I'm so excited to see the Fantastic Four, that new movie coming out, and then the Superman movie as well, because we saw that in the trailers, and oh my god, Superman was so cool. But yeah, remember liking the video, share with your fam, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Also, I am so excited. I'm not like sponsored or anything, but I'm finally going to MomoCon again because I couldn't go last year because of due to some things I had to attend to. But I'm so excited to go right now. I'm actually cosplaying for it now because this is the first time cosplaying. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'll see y'all later. Bye.